Welcome to the history of food. Food is a fundamental part of human existence. It is essential for our survival, and it also plays a significant role in our culture, identity, and social interactions. The history of food is a long and complex one, dating back to the earliest days of human evolution. In this video, we will explore the history of food from the earliest times to the present day. We will discuss the different ways that food has been produced and consumed over time, and we will look at the role that food has played in shaping our cultures and societies. Early humans. The earliest humans were hunter-gatherers, and their diet consisted of whatever they could find or catch. This included fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, insects, and small animals. As humans began to domesticate plants and animals, their diet became more varied. They began to cultivate crops such as wheat, barley, and rice, and they raised livestock such as cattle, sheep, and pigs. Ancient civilizations. The ancient civilizations of Egypt, Mesopotamia, Greece, and Rome all had their own unique cuisines. These cuisines were influenced by the local climate, geography, and available ingredients. For example, the ancient Egyptians were known for their breads and pastries, while the ancient Greeks were known for their olives and olive oil. The Middle Ages. The Middle Ages was a time of great change in the way food was produced and consumed. The introduction of the horse collar and the wheeled plow made it possible to farm more land, and this led to an increase in crop production. The Crusades also introduced new foods to Europe, such as spices from the Middle East. The Renaissance. The Renaissance was a time of renewed interest in classical learning, and this included the study of food and cookery. During this time, many new cookbooks were published, and there was a growing appreciation for fine dining. The Industrial Revolution. The Industrial Revolution led to major changes in the way food was produced and consumed. The development of new technologies, such as the steam engine and the refrigerator, made it possible to produce and distribute food on a much larger scale. This led to the rise of processed foods and fast food. The 20th century. The 20th century saw the development of new cuisines, such as fusion cuisine and molecular gastronomy. There was also a growing awareness of the importance of healthy eating, and this led to the development of new dietary trends, such as vegetarianism and veganism. The 21st century. The 21st century has seen the continued globalization of food culture. New ingredients and dishes from all over the world are now available to consumers in most parts of the world. There is also a growing interest in sustainable food production, and this has led to the development of new practices, such as organic farming and urban agriculture. The future of food. The future of food is uncertain, but there are a number of trends that are likely to shape the way we eat in the years to come. These trends include the continued globalization of food culture. As the world becomes more interconnected, we are likely to see even more diversity in our diets. The growing popularity of sustainable food production. There is a growing awareness of the environmental impact of our food choices, and this is likely to lead to an increased demand for sustainable food. The development of new technologies. New technologies, such as 3D printing and gene editing, are likely to have a major impact on the way food is produced and consumed. The role of food in culture. Food plays an important role in many cultures. It can be used to celebrate special occasions, to mark religious festivals, or to express social status. For example, in China, the Dragon Boat Festival is celebrated with a race of dragon boats, and the boats are decorated with food offerings. In India, the festival of Diwali is celebrated with a feast of sweets and savories. And in Japan, the tea ceremony is a ritualized way of preparing and serving tea, and it is seen as a way of expressing appreciation for the beauty of nature. The role of food in identity. Food can also be used to express identity. For example, in many cultures, people eat traditional foods to connect with their heritage. For example, in the United States, many people of Italian descent eat pasta dishes to connect with their Italian heritage. The role of food in social interactions. Food is often used to bring people together. For example, people often share meals with friends and family, and these meals can be a way of strengthening social bonds. Food can also be used to break down barriers between people. For example, in many cultures, it is customary to offer food to guests, and this can be a way of showing hospitality and respect. The history of food is a complex and fascinating one. It is a story of how our diet has evolved over time, and how food has played a role in our culture, identity, and social interactions. It will be interesting to see how the way we eat continues to change in the years to come. Thanks for watching.